He's definitely our first entry of the episode into the Hot Men of Murder, She Wrote. His name's
Yes.
Cookie.
And isn't he? Isn't he
He
such?
sure is a snack. You really think he's going to be like the bad guy, the mustache twirling villain of the episode, but he's not.
He's had to break a few legs in his time, but he's not all bad.
Yeah, yeah. Mobsters, just like us.
Are they so different?
This is so My Fair Lady, right?
We are,
Everybody
we
is.
are such gay men of a certain
I
age.
know, I
You
know.
watch a horse race
Oh
episode and
no.
say, "Isn't this very much Ascot Cabot?"
Move your blooming horse. There
Right.
we go. It's happening tonight.
I'm Vic Vaughn,
I'm petrified.
and this is
Tonight
tonight
on Murder
on
She
Murder She
Wrote.
Wrote.
I feel
How
like
do?
singing. How do indeed.
This is a
Ooh,
good one.
this
This
would
is
be, yeah.
yeah, we're both feeling very baritone at the moment.
We sure are. We
We
record kind
really
of early in the days, which I know you're all dying to know, but
well,
feeling
little
very
little
base
peek
right
behind the
now.
curtain.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's that, it's that seasonal. So the day that we're recording this is the middle of August, and I've been living in Southern California long enough where I understand that the seasons are a suggestion, like the
Huh.
what is considered summer, what is
True.
considered like the rainy season or what have you. I don't know what, but I've also been traveling. So I just got back from
Hmm.
Ohio, which was blooming. So
Oh, you sucked
anyway.
in all that shit, making your head fuzzy. I get it.
Well,
I
also
get it.
airports and planes,
Ugh,
goodness.
the worst. The worst.
But here we are traveling, I think, right? This isn't
Yes,
California, right?
I
This
don't
is
think
meant to
so.
be
I don't really know where we are here. Horse track.
Vegas?
That's where. I mean, I think they're near Vegas because there's a few references to Vegas throughout. So
Uh,
maybe Nevada.
most of this was again was filmed in Hollywood. So
Yeah.
there's a Hollywood racetrack. Um, but ostensibly we are out of town. I guess. Oh, actually, IMDb suggests San Francisco, which is
Okay.
possible.
Okay.
Um,
I like that it's not so coded.
yeah, but
They're not heavy-handed with the locale.
we're meeting another McGill.
Yes, we do, which I thought was an interesting choice so quickly after the Emma McGill episode, just a
Yeah.
few takes ago.
And we've met a couple McGills, right? So we had Pepper, who
Oh,
we
that
met
they
on the
fucked
boat.
with. Oh yeah, poor
Yeah,
Pepper. Hmm.
because that was the daughter of her brother.
The daughter of Marshall
Um,
McGill. Yes, I'm pulling
you
up
have
my
that.
Fletcher
Do you
family
still have that
tree.
list? Yeah.
I sure do. I'm
I
gonna
keep
add
track of all the old
Tracy to
Hollywood
it right
actors,
now.
and
Right?
you
And
keep
I
track
gotta
of.
know this incredibly vast family tree that this woman is a part of.
Yeah. And this one, I don't think we learned specifically. We might actually very briefly. It's probably just said very quickly, but Tracy is the name of the niece.
Tracy.
And
Tracy.
she, of all things, is a horse jockey.
Yeah, she's just a little thing, isn't she?
She is. And they do a reasonable, I mean, to be a horse jockey, you do have to be like considerably smaller.
Yeah, petite
Um,
person.
and they do our only other main jockey character that we see is of a smaller stature.
Sure is.
Um, I'm not sure if it would be typical, but it's passable for the casual viewer.
I think so. Yeah, it works. We have
Uh,
Tracy and Carlos.
yes. And we're starting
Mm,
off with Norman Fell as
yes,
a tough.
in a mobster scene. So
He's looking
I
like
don't
Big Boy Caprice in Dick Tracy. Like it's all just a
truly
little.
with his
I
right
know.
hand.
No, I only really know him from like his Three's Company
Right,
era.
right.
Um,
I
I
looked
don't
at
know
his
if this is
IMDb.
typical for him.
There's not a huge. I mean, that was definitely his most famous work for sure.
Mm.
There's actually two Three's Company alum in this episode.
Is there?
Yes.
All right, we'll get to it, I
Do you know
guess.
who? Okay, we'll get to it. I'll call it
No,
out.
not off the top of my head. Not off the
Yeah.
top of my head. I might
So,
when you
but
say it, but
he's so goofy, and in this, he's such like a, like you said, he's such a tough.
he's a
Uh,
gangster.
he's a gangster. He's a.
Yeah.
We're at the horse track. We're in the stalls, and he has come to find this guy named. Oh, names. Here we go. I told myself I was going to write down all the names, and I didn't. Mike Gann. Mike Gann. No, no, no. Mike Gann is the vet, played by Clu Gulager. Who's this? Who's this guy? He's the murder
This
victim.
guy.
I just can't.
Yeah.
Oh, Jack Bowen. Jack Bowen.
Chapo.
He is this guy who works at the racetrack, and I don't know if he's the owner of the horse or whatnot, but he's involved in racing.
It's the
And
proprietor of some
yeah,
variety.
Norman Fell is coming to put some pressure on him because they're losing some money on these horse bets.
Yeah.
I think that things are fixed.
We have this very cute
Oh my gosh.
barn hand right there in this cap, which actually I happen to be wearing something very similar today. Uh,
You are, yes.
yeah,
Newsboy.
yeah. I do love a newsboy cap.
I do, yeah.
Um,
How can you not?
how could you
He
not?
he's definitely our first entry of the episode into the uh Hot Men of Murder, She Wrote.
Yes, he is
He's
our
he's very, very
he is
cute. His name's
a,
Cookie.
a and isn't he? Isn't he
He
such?
sure is a snack.
Uh, that would be Daryl Morey, who I don't know off the top of my head. He's been in a bunch of titles that I have never heard of,
Hmm.
but he has aged well if his IMDb photo is him at his most recent.
Couldn't agree more. He looks good. He's got those pretty eyes. I'm a sucker for pretty eyes.
You are.
Oh gosh.
Yeah. But apparently
Anyway,
he
he's
was on
just sort of
Joni
a
Loves Chachi. I didn't know he was on Joni Loves Chachi.
oh,
But he
okay.
has 17 episodes under his belt there, so I guess that was his big
Yeah.
break.
You know what's hot about him is his body language. It's very like at ease and like the hip cocked to one
Very
side, and
natural.
there's a
Very
little there's a
natural.
little androgyny in it even.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I
Mm-hmm.
like it. Yeah. Anyway, hi Cookie. Hi.
Hi, Cookie.
Uh,
How you doing?
um, Jessica's finally arrived to meet Tracy, as we talked about her niece, who is a horse
At,
jockey. And we also
at the
meet her
racetrack
friend
here
Vicky Gallegos. This is our
Gallegos.
second Three's Company alum.
Is she? Oh,
This
did
is
she one of
Terry.
the
She replaced Suzanne Summers.
I was gonna say she had to be, didn't
Yeah.
she?
Yep.
Oh.
So we went from dumb
Was she the
blonde
first replacement or second replacement?
did she have two replacements?
I think she did.
Oh wow.
I
She's
really
she's
think,
cert
yeah.
she played
Uh,
Terry. Uh I liked Three's Company. I've seen so
because
many
wasn't
episodes of it, but I
there
never
was her
watched it in sequence or
sister.
anything.
She had a sister who replaced her for several episodes. Um, oh, it's been forever. I want to say yes.
I know.
I think there was at least another
Was there a
Snow.
Cindy? Cindy Snow, yes.
Okay, there you
And
go.
then
Because she was
Terry
Chrissy Snow,
came in at the end, yes.
and she was not related, as I
Meanwhile,
heard.
Jack and Janet were on the whole time.
So we have this bright pink jockey shirt right here.
This is Carlos.
Jacket. This is being worn by Carlos, who is the jockey of Anger's Ahoy, which is the horse in question for this episode.
Tally
Um,
ho.
he is sick. He's doubled over in
Yeah.
cramps, and it looks like either they're going to have to scratch, industry term, Anger's Ahoy, or replace the jockey with the
What
niece.
about
I'm sure it'll be great and nothing bad will
Tracy?
happen. Yeah,
Everything's going to work out so well for
and it's
them.
going to be
It always
wonderful.
does.
Actually, we see a bunch of jockeys in the background here. They all look rather petite. So they
Oh yeah, I
probably
think
got
it
some
is sort
actual
of the
people.
rule. Yeah. Did you ever see
Yeah, they probably got
Seabiscuit?
some real folks.
Yeah.
I have not seen Seabiscuit.
Oh, gotcha.
I have to admit I don't keep up on horse racing
Nor
as
do
well as I
I.
should. The history of
This was a
um
steep education for me, this episode.
we get
I know
our
nothing.
two non-Norman Fell legacy actors in the
Hmm.
form of horse race aficionados. And that would be
Say
Jack
that
Carter,
lightly. Yeah. And
and
Carol Cook.
Carole Cook, who we'll see eventually again in another
Hmm.
Fabulous Murder She Wrote episode, which takes
Totally.
place on Broadway.
They are
Um,
fun in this episode.
they
They are the
are,
fun.
yeah.
Uh, we need them because the episode is not the most fun, in all honesty.
No, it's odd, and I don't know if that's simply because I've heard that there's sort of like a curse in not curse. I don't mean that in like a majorly hyperbolic sense, but like there's a trend in crime shows where if it's the mob is related, that it's sort of like not that people don't try very hard. Like it's just sort of
Hmm.
like we just use it too much as a shorthand, and therefore
Yeah,
everything is sort of lackadaisical.
totally.
Um, and I could understand if that was the case here because there is such a mob element, and
Sure.
we don't while we spend a lot of time on them, all of the mob characters are talking to each other like they already know each other.
Yeah,
So we don't know who any of these people are.
truly. They have their own little universe going already.
And while that's cool, and I appreciate world building, it's sort of hard to like, connect
Yeah,
it to the other dots. It's really just sort of like the Maltese Falcon. We just need that there because we
very
need a
much.
MacGuffin.
More to set the scene, give us some tone. But the
Yeah.
mob characters, they really don't figure into the mystery at all in the end.
Can I just point out this lady in the sunglasses here and the hat
Oh yeah,
behind the
she looks
Carpenters?
good.
She looks fabulous. She is not
Ooh,
just the one
look
in
at
the blue.
her.
I mean the
Yes.
other one, yeah, but the
Hmm.
one who looks like she's giving like her best Annie Hall. It's just too much.
I love
Uh,
that. They're all waiting in
so
the box,
just
the Carpenters, Jessica and
yeah,
Vicky Gallegos, who,
Vicky.
or I'm going to keep calling her Terry, Vicky Terry. Um, this scene, as far as I'm concerned, is all about her breasts.
Yeah, she's wearing this very open purple sweater.
Hmm. They're a flamboyant little couple, aren't they, Vicky and Carlos? I appreciate them.
Yeah,
She's
yeah.
like 6 inches taller than him, just a kind of blonde. She's a little, I don't know, maybe trashy is not the word, but it sort of leans into a little Dolly Parton vibes.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean?
I
Yeah.
do. Yeah, I think
Big
there
blonde
is sort
hair,
of a uh
hits out.
I don't yeah, what would that be? I mean it's sort of akin to what Jessica wears in that episode where she goes undercover as like the floozy. Uh it's
Yes.
very like this is what the writers think loose women dress like and
Yeah.
act like.
Well, but she's also not a loose woman in
No,
this.
she's not. You're
Which is
right.
why it's like it's hard to like pin down exactly what the archetype is because she kind of defies a lot of ideas here. So good for Vicky.
Yeah, and I love her. She just leans in. Like she's actually very believable in this.
Yeah,
Maybe
she's
that's
very at
actually
ease.
one of the strongest elements of this episode is actually that everyone's really in their character.
Oh
This is
yeah,
actually a very believable episode. I guess that's why it might come off a little mundane, actually, because there's
I
no
think so.
flamboyancy.
Mm-mm. I mean, Vicky is probably the most flamboyant character,
But I
and it's
totally
mostly
buy her.
just when yeah, totally. She doesn't go too far. She
Right.
actually reminds me a little bit of the same episode, the episode last season with Clu Gulager, where he was the murder victim.
Mm.
Murder at
Oh,
50
yes.
Mile. Do you know his wife character? She kind of has
Yeah.
that vibe. She's cool.
Yeah.
Maybe not as
Yeah, the
brassy,
sort of that sort of
but
brassy floozy. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. But
But
she
a little
looks
bit more
great.
toned down, a little genteel.
Yeah.
But she left to go place a bet for Frost Boy, who
Frost
was one of these
Boy.
horses. And
That sounds like
just
a
as she
street drug.
left, I know horse names are odd.
Crazy.
Um, and I think the reason is, and I mean I haven't double checked this, but I think one of the
Hmm.
reasons is because you're not supposed to repeat them. So
Hmm.
they get more and more ridiculous as you go.
True.
There's an I Love Lucy episode where they get a horse and the horse's name is Whirling Jets. I'm like, why? Why Whirling Jets?
Because someone
Um,
was working with a plumber that day and was like, aha,
um,
basically.
but Frostboy was scratched, and Vicky's gonna have to get her money back because
Yeah.
somehow placed a bet for a horse that didn't race.
She had just run away to place her bet before the race. Came back with her ticket, and the horse was
Hmm,
scratched. So peculiar.
peculiar. That might be important
Something's
later.
going on here. I this is so My Fair Lady, right? The
Yes.
enthusiasm at the horse race.
We are
Everybody
we
is,
are such gay men of a certain
I
age.
know, I
You watch a
know.
horse race
Oh
episode and
no.
say, "Isn't this very much Ascot Gavotte?"
Move your blooming horse.
Well, unfortunately for the Carpenters, and I don't mean Karen, uh,
Wah,
Anchors
wah.
Ahoy has won,
Yeah. Tracy
which is a
won.
big deal. Which is a big deal for Tracy McGill. As I
Yeah.
understand it, you get a pretty good ticket. You get a pretty good payout if you are the horse
Yeah, I think they say as
winner.
much too. Yeah.
Oh,
But of course, immediately after she wins,
we have a
Cookie
dead body.
says, Mr. Bowen, Mr. Bowen, something's wrong with Mr. Bowen. That's not the voice that Cookie has. It's just the one I decided to use.
It's an interesting choice there. No, he's dead. Mr.
He's
Bowen is
dead.
dead.
He has like a horse tranquilizer dart in his chest.
Yeah, that's
That's
pretty
intense.
substantial. Yeah.
Yeah.
We get a little bit of blood.
Hmm.
Um, and Jessica turns him over to make sure that he's not dead. And this is what I find so the detective gets annoyed that she moves the body. And I'm like, if aren't you supposed to
What would you
assume that you can
do?
resuscitate? Aren't you supposed to
Yeah.
like but he's
She's trying to save this
also
man.
look
He's
at
a
this.
pill.
He go with
Oh,
this
I'm
outfit
thinking
for one
the
thing.
security guard. So there's the security guard, played by, looks like Ramon Bieri. Is that right? He's just generally a pill. And then there's the detective who is
Yes.
wearing this stupid bucket hat the whole time.
It's
The
very
whole episode.
fisherman. Yeah, it's very strange.
This costuming
Uh
choice doesn't make any sense as far as I'm concerned. He wears it the
this is
whole episode.
Roy Thins, Thinnes, or
Yeah.
maybe it's Dines. I'm not sure. Uh
He's fun. I like him.
I don't mind him, but he's another one who completely disregards everything that Jessica
Yeah.
says,
Yeah.
which is part of the fun of the show. I
Sure.
understand that.
She
I
needs some sort
understand
of
that.
antagonism here.
It really shouldn't be too easy for her. She's a civilian.
True.
But
She shouldn't be allowed to do most of the things that she does,
most
let's
of
be
the
honest.
most of the things she does is completely inadmissible in
Yeah,
court.
yeah, truly. But here she is with the lieutenant, recreating what happened.
And she's
Uh
good. She's got it all figured out.
yeah,
She
she's figured it
says,
out.
look at how the straw is bunched up here.
It looks like he
Notice how there's this
stumbled
claw. Yeah. Uh,
reaching for his jacket. Yeah, she's recreating the whole scene. Okay, this woman loves this. She loves it. She's like, aha, there's my in. She's in her element.
she is. And also to point out that how her scarf storage, when she doesn't have it around her neck, she has it very distinctively tied around her purse strap. And I just think it looks so cool.
It looks
I just
great.
really enjoy it. I think it's
She
great.
looks great. They made up for
Looks
all the
wonderful.
mistakes in his costuming and hers.
The jacket doesn't fit. It's just the
Look,
jacket doesn't fit him.
no. He looks like a little boy wearing his dad's clothes
Yeah,
on the fishing trip.
he's clearly it has padding in the shoulders,
Hmm.
and it just doesn't match the rest of his body. But other than
There's
that,
a
he seems ready to go. He seems like
Yeah,
he's prepared for
yeah.
this.
Oh, I wanted to mention that when Jessica and Vicky found the body, I thought it was a really good reaction scene. Like both seemed genuine in finding a dead
Mm,
body. Sometimes it's like it's crazy, it's a huge drama, and then sometimes like, oh, it's dead. Oh, it's too bad. It's dead. Yeah.
yeah.
They're good. You're right. It's very like we're playing really close to realism here.
Which is again interesting considering the farce that was last week.
Yeah.
And I mean, I guess that's something distinctive of of the era of 85. Again,
Yeah.
like this
Yeah.
in the heat of the night storyline of the world.
Hmm.
But
We really do get Jessica as sort of the beacon for the show, but then the tone shifts all over the place around her.
yes.
It's it's very fun, especially in these earlier seasons. It almost feels like they have a director coming in going like, "This is the spin I want to make on the show."
Mm.
Another voice. How many can we come up with? Oh,
Oh,
who's this? Oh, this is Clue Gulager.
this is Clue, who we last saw with a rope around his neck in
Hmm.
what, Murder at 50 Mile.
That's
He
right.
played the bastard, who I think who won my most deserving of being killed award.
Yeah, he was on that list.
Uh,
Terrible guy.
in our wrap up, yes.
He's pretty
Here,
bad in
he's
this
also
too.
not a great guy in this one either.
Yeah, pretty nasty. He's the vet,
Yeah,
right? He's the
yes.
veterinarian for these horses. Anchors ahoy!
Now, in a show that we have highlighted many awful sweaters, I don't mind this one. This looks extremely cozy.
You talking
The
about
one
the
that
one
Tracy's
Tracy's
wearing
wearing?
right here.
Yeah,
It looks, I just want to wrap it around me. It looks so plush.
it does look nice. What do you think of Tracy? That was a little bit of a
Um,
loaded question.
in terms of the acting choices or her
Yeah, just
persona,
yeah,
I mean, she's a means to an end. She's the
yeah.
reason that she's a suspect because Anchors Ahoy shouldn't have won. It was what, 20-1. Norman Fell was betting on him, which seems like a suspicious move because
Hmm.
he's the mobster.
Yeah. And the
Um,
security guard threw him out when he saw him at the vote at
right.
the bet counter. I don't know what they're called.
The vet has already indicated that there's something shady going on with Anchors Ahoy,
Hmm.
but we don't know what yet.
Yeah. Did
And
we also mention that Carlos was violently ill? We did.
yes,
Yes.
yes. So the whole thing is a little suspect altogether.
A lot of things
Um,
happening.
but the horse
That's the true mystery.
has been tested, and there didn't seem to be any drugs in the
No
system to
steroids.
indicate, yeah.
No. Oh, look at Cookie.
Oh,
Cookie
Cookie.
Cookie's he's Jessica's ally here.
He is dressed like he's ready to shine some shoes, though. Like
He
he
is
is,
he's a standby for Newsies.
yeah.
He's ready to
He
go.
he wants to give you a pape from Cookie.
Extra, extra. Taste
Oh,
my cookies.
oh my goodness.
Oh, jeez.
Um, so the security guard is basically giving Jessica a hard time for putting her nose around. It's bad for business, you know.
Yeah.
The horse truck industry is
While you're
probably
nosing
already
around, lady. Yeah.
so riddled with suspicion.
Hmm.
Anything with animals, really. Horse racing, dog racing. Uh,
Yeah.
I guess because it's
Ugh.
so. I mean, maybe this is just the part of me that learned all his horse track racing information from All Dogs Go to Heaven. But since it is so frequently depicted as fixed,
Yeah. Is it ever
um,
honest?
not in
Is it
media
ever a fair
usually.
race? No. There
Yeah,
must be a lot of shady shit happening at these tracks.
I think it's
By the
just because
way,
it's so easy to make that the reason for people to do things.
yeah, Jessica looks cute in that pink jacket, by the way.
Hmm. Hmm.
Oh, Vicky. Here we are again wearing a low-cut red sweater. She is styled really, it's fun.
Yeah, it is cut just as deep in the
And
back too.
and Carlos sitting in a lawn chair doing bicep curls while the
You
ladies
know,
drink iced tea. This is such
and
a
he is
choice, the setup for
sweating.
this scene.
Look at
Yeah.
he is sweating.
He also got
And
some tight
there,
little arms, that Carlos,
how long has he been doing those curls? He is
for a
switzing.
while. He's soaking wet.
Oh my
He's like
God.
me with the flu.
I mean, they must have sprayed him with a bottle before
Absolutely.
they started
And
because
he's
the
just
rest of them
like
actually is
having a
bone dry.
conversation. This is what I do when I work out. I sit in the lawn chair and I talk to my buddies.
Well, they have some iced tea,
Yeah.
no chemicals.
Such a weird choice.
Oh.
There is some. I'm gonna
Very
add Carlos to
invigorating.
the. I'm gonna add Carlos to the hot guys of Murder She Wrote list. I think
Yeah,
he's a cutie.
yeah.
Like I said, tone little arms, man.
Oh.
They look good.
Let's check out the eyes. How are his eyes? Let's see if we get a.
They're sort of beautiful and almond shaped, dark
Oh yeah,
brown. Yeah, okay, into it.
yeah,
So they're all trying to figure out what's happened here. Carlos is feeling better now.
yeah. How interesting.
He recovered pretty quickly. It was pretty rough. Um, and they suggest to Jessica that Tracy poisoned Carlos. Now, why would they do that?
So that she could then race the. Oh, why are they suggesting it?
I mean,
Or why would she do it?
I mean, we know why they suggest it, but um, yeah, because they're trying to say that they think Tracy poisoned Carlos so that she could win the horse, and that in some way she might be involved in this win fix. But what actually is the
Yeah.
fix?
Well, I guess the idea is that that payout for Anchors Ahoy, it shouldn't ha and also I think it puts the horse into a better position.
Truly,
Um, they're also checking Jessica. We love to find out industry lore through Jessica. So
that's
we've
part of the
learned that
show.
horses are tattooed on their lips, which sounds terrible.
It does sound terrible. On the lip?
Yeah,
How painful.
yeah.
Listen, I
It's
don't like the dog
probably
racing shit. I don't like the horse racing shit. I don't like this
no.
exploitation of animals shit.
I don't even think we brand animals anymore.
No. We tag
So
like a cow's ear,
yes,
like a
yes, we'll
pierced
tip it,
ear.
and
Yeah,
we tip cat ears when they're fixed.
right.
Yeah, there's always something. I don't know. I'm not like I mean, I am an animal rights activist in the sense that I believe that animals are better than people, but I'm also not a vegetarian. I'm also not a
Right.
strictly anti-hunting.
Sure.
I am anti big game hunting personally,
Absolutely. Yeah.
but
It's a kind of it's a hard question to navigate as like a human on Earth with moral responsibilities and obligations and also this instinctual need to like eat certain foods and things.
yeah, and I'm not. I mean, I wear leather, and I also am of the opinion that the more synthetics that we use instead of using organic
Hmm.
is just going to add more plastics to the ocean. So,
Well, a bit, yeah.
oh, this weird moment here. Jessica's offered a carrot. We
And
also
she
get the
eats it like a
important
horse.
we get an important note that one of the
Uh,
reasons that she's able to check the tattoo on Anchors Ahoy's lip is that she gives him a carrot because Anchors Ahoy
he
loves
loves
carrots.
them carrots.
And that might be
What's
important
up,
later.
Doc? Yeah.
Right, a little
Ooh,
bit more Norman Fell here.
a little more, being essentially escorted into a big white limo with another
Right, because
mobster.
he's middle management, basically.
Yeah, yeah,
He has some folks underneath him, but he answers to a higher authority, and he's
right.
meeting Mr. P.
This is an unsettling scene. I was worried for this guy. He's actually a really interesting character in this episode. When
Mm,
it starts and we see him in the episode started in a bar with him and his cronies getting some bad news about the fixed race and money being lost and whatnot. And you really think he's going to be like the bad guy, the mustache twirling villain of the episode, but he's not. Uh,
no, he seems a little over his head.
yeah, he's like a nice guy who's
He
in a
fell into the
bad
mob.
situation. Yeah, basically.
He's had to break a few legs in his time, but he's not all bad.
Yeah, yeah. He's
We get a
he's
little
being
bit more
controlled.
of the lore here as to basically the reason that the mob is involved, and it all has to do with money, isn't it?
Of
Always, it's money
course.
and power.
Hmm.
So Mr. P here is giving him uh information that Mr. W is not happy with the way
Hmm.
things are going.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, he's Vincenzo. He's not even a Mr. V. He's just
He's just Vincenzo. Can we actually hear a little bit of that scene? Because I think
yeah,
it's really well acted between the two of them. Mr. P,
Mr. P.
how are things in Vegas? I love Norman Fell.
Vincenzo, I told you to take care of Bourne. I didn't tell you to ice the guy.
Sir, excuse me. It wasn't me.
But you know who it was.
I don't know who it was. It could have been anybody, I swear. I mean, he wasn't exactly Mr. Popular.
Vincenzo, I'm modestly disappointed in you.
He
You
looks like a
claimed
little
your use
boy.
for several
I
hundred years.
know. This also reads very
Questionable
play.
reasons
This
for
reads like a
killing.
play.
Very. Yeah.
And now you claim that the ultimate retaliation was perpetrated by some other party.
I'm sorry, sir. I mean,
I've been asked by Mr. W. Mr.
Mr.
W.
W.
First, I asked him to discover the secret of the late Mr. Bowen's success.
It's such an interesting look into like
Yeah.
power structures, right? Power structures of
And
organized crime.
In such a
this might
way,
be an odd thing. I love that Mr.
I
P
told him you'd be
has a
honored to
hearing
receive
aid.
the full.
Like, we so
Yeah,
rarely
the
see
only thing is, I've never
people with disabilities in like
Cash.
positions of
My
power.
village
And it seems like
is
such an
around
odd thing, but even if the actor needed it, they could have had him take it out. But
sure.
this is a like I don't know. For some reason, I like that kind of casual inclusion.
Yeah,
I
I mean,
appreciate that.
again, mobsters, just like us.
Are they so different? Here we go. That's our title. Mobsters, just like us.
Right? I think there's a movie with that title. Uh,
Um, so how do you feel about Tracy since you opened that up and
oh,
I
good
sort of
question.
deftly avoided talking about it?
Um, I don't think much, I guess, because she's such a disappearing character. She doesn't really have any personality. She doesn't really have any trait other than being wrongfully accused of a murder.
She's no Pepper.
Or a, she is not Pepper. I'm sorry. Bring back the
No.
De Palma.
In the world of spices, she is flour. Yeah,
She,
that's a Bob's Burger system.
she's.
Ah,
I'll take that with me always. We
we're
learned a little
back at
bit.
yeah.
We're back at the track and we're with the lieutenant again, the one in the ugly bucket hat. Although at least the bucket hat matches his outfit now. This is a better look.
But look at this paisley blood spatter sweater that Jessica has on. I'm into it.
Gorgeous.
I
They
am
both look
into
so
it.
good. They look like a fashion ad together, don't they?
It is very appropriate. And also she
They
has a
are
dress
going
that's
on
very similar to this, I
a. Oh
want to
yeah,
say.
yeah.
Oh,
Ooh, this nurse.
we have this nurse who is a
She's
return actor.
fantastic. Is she the one who was in the episode with Priscilla
No, she
Daniels?
is
No.
in The Murder of Sherlock Holmes.
Oh, she's in the first episode.
She's in the very, very first episode.
Playing
And
what?
I had made a note. Yeah, I'm trying to remember because I had made a note to remind myself to say, "Oh, she's in that episode." I have to find out because I don't remember off the top of my head, but I will let you know when I recall.
She could be one of the many
Um,
party guests in a costume.
her name is Jane in that episode,
Okay.
and I
All right.
want to say she might have been the deputy, but I gotta check. I gotta check.
Oh, okay.
But it's in let me see here. Murder Sherlock Holmes episode 1. Well, why don't you tell the audience what we're looking at here? What do we got here?
Well, so they're in the infirmary or the hospital wing or whatever it is at the racetrack because they exist there. Because it
Mm,
makes sense if there are jockeys who can get injured. But she was looking over Carlos when he was sick, and she admits in a moment that he was indeed pumped full of sort of a fast-acting poison, if you will. I can't remember what it's called. Um, but also, Jessica is surmising that she might have been watching the race, and Carlos could have snuck out and killed Mr. Bowen while the nurse wasn't watching. And she comes in hot and says, "I'll do my job, bitch. How dare you?" But she found racing forms in this hospital wing. Everybody in this universe bets or is somehow interested in gambling on these horse races. There's nobody who's just sort of Jason and like, yeah, it doesn't really, yeah, no, not really my thing. Even the detective gave up gambling as an addiction and keeps a book of all the races that he would bet on and keeps track of all the losses that he would have so that he doesn't go back to betting on horses, right? Everybody is
mhm.
consumed in this horse race industry. Oh, and then Jessica just got kidnapped. by by
Just quick
Norman Fell's
abduction,
guy.
just a real
Yeah,
quick abduction.
very swift.
I feel like I guess this is the lifeblood of this town. Like the racetrack is considered like
Yes,
I mean I know
so
it's if this is meant to be San Francisco, there's a lot of lifeblood. But of this borough,
sure.
of this neighborhood, this
It's
seems
still
to be like
Maine.
a
Yeah,
it seems to be a major
this is these
element.
people's lives. Yeah. Um, by the way, this arm, Norman Feld's arm,
Mm.
he is sitting in his booth with Jessica and not giving her a bit of space to breathe. Like, come on, man. She's a
Normanfeld
lady.
Normanfeld has this gigantic plate of lobster in front of him
Yeah,
too.
yeah. I mean, isn't that what you eat for lunch on a Tuesday afternoon?
I mean, if I had money, it wouldn't be
Yeah.
lobster, but it would still
The
be
cockroach of the
extravagant.
sea.
Well, I always think of uh seafood as not on the list. I will do shrimp, but I realize that
Mm.
usually shrimp is a vessel for cheese or butter more often than not for
Oh,
me.
okay. All right. All right.
So I'm not even like a shrimp scampi kind of guy, but I
Yeah,
like
it's a little much.
yeah. But lobster, I don't even know if I've actually
Really, aren't you a
really had
Northeasterner?
lobster. I was born in Connecticut. I know.
Yeah, for
I'm
shame.
supposed to. I'm supposed to. I
I mean,
don't.
I don't eat it every day, but if I go on a trip to Maine, you better believe I'm going to have a lobster roll or two.
Oh,
But it's a
yeah.
novelty. I don't know that it actually tastes as good as people think it does.
It's the status, really.
Yeah. So Tracy has fully been arrested now because they
Yeah.
found this poison, this chloral something poison,
Mhm.
in her locker, and of course it would have been planted there.
It's always in the fucking locker.
Yeah.
What
Well,
was it? Of course it's his gun. When have you ever heard of someone being
of course it's his
framed
gun.
with the wrong gun?
Uh,
Uh and we also learned just a little bit more about this detective that he's a former gambling addict and how I think this is actually a really clever way of
yeah,
handling
this is what I
being a
was
gambling
saying.
addict.
Yeah, he like
He
keeps
keeps
track
track
of
of
what he would
his
lose.
losses. Yeah. Which normally works out because he would lose more often than win, but sometimes his in theory wins would have actually been a good one.
What a way to stay away. I love it. And Jessica's, of course, doing her work to try to convince everyone that these things don't add up. It's too obvious. Tracy's clearly being, because there's no way that Tracy would have known that if a horse was scratched, that she and someone was sick, that she would be out of all the jockeys at the track, the one selected to ride this horse that ends up winning.
It really seems like the only reason she selected it because she's standing there. Like it
Kind of,
almost seems like, okay, you go take care of it.
yeah. And she looked good in the pink blouse. She- she-
The jockey blouse.
Carlos and Tracy were the same size. Well, she fit the blouse, so.
She's the only one that fits into his costume.
Evening, Sheriff. Evening, fellow Waxahachieite.
Yeah,
So
so yeah, go ahead.
uh, Jessica's gonna go to the
Walker.
source. She's Jessica's gonna go investigate at the vet's farm. Klugelger.
Yeah, he is I mean, a popular guy because we're about to almost careen into Norman Fell, who has his own issues with the vet,
Hmm.
and evidently like had the shit beaten out of him.
Yeah. Norman and his goons were leaning on the vet earlier in the episode, threatening to do violence against him for fixing these races and losing their money for him. And they have this altercation with the cab
There's
driver.
this great moment. He's just uh, un, he rolls
Window
down the
down.
window like, "Let's get out of here,"
Let's get
because
out of
he
here.
couldn't see that it was Jessica unless he rolled the window
Yeah,
down.
of
Of
course.
course.
Sir, that's not how the tint window works. You can see from the inside.
But we
But it's
needed
much
to
more
know.
dramatic this way, yes. By the way, this farm looks lovely.
Yeah, lush.
What a nice
Uh,
place.
what a nice place to be.
Hibiscus Cab Company. Ooh, that's an ominous.
Hibiscus, is that a
Okay.
bad thing?
No, no, the hand. The
Oh,
hand. Someone's watching Jessica arrive.
I thought you were going to indicate like mythologically the
Oh
hibiscus
no.
is a harbinger.
No. No, it makes a lovely tea, in fact. I'm here for it.
Where was I recently? Oh, I was in Ohio, and the one of the drink specials had hibiscus flowers as like a
Mm.
garnish.
Love a
And it
hibiscus
was they noted
margarita.
that they are edible. Yes, I believe you're right, actually.
Hmm. Oh, she found her anchors ahoy and she tries to give him a carrot and oh,
He
he
doesn't
don't want
like
that
it.
carrot.
Oh, very
She figured it
odd.
out because he was replaced by a South American horse. This
Story
scene is like,
story we all can relate to.
yeah, sure. There's almost two confession scenes, like really intense confession scenes in this episode. Well, this one is more intense than the actual murder confession. Um, but as we
Yeah.
suspected, the vet and Bowen were sort of in on this deal together to bring in this South American horse and sweep the race. Jessica it plays this scene, or Lansbury plays this scene so well. She's so good at like playing a little dumb so that she can get
Mm-hmm.
answers out of
Mm-hmm.
people, right? This is her superpower.
Yes.
And she knows
Is
how with each person how to change herself to get what she needs from them specifically. And in this case, with this guy, she needs to play dumb and ask
and so
like
that he can
very
just gives them as much rope
broad
as they can hang
questions.
themselves with. Yeah.
Exactly. Meanwhile, he's got a fucking rifle pointed at her. This is
Well,
scary. And she just persists. Man, this woman is brave. Sarah Bareilles wrote this about her.
she in fact wanted to see her be brave.
She's the one, yeah. Uh, oh, can we
Oh,
hear a little bit
he's
of this prodding, actually?
yeah.
I think it's better than the actual murder confession.
Hang on, let me see here. I gotta change the audio here. There we go.
And down there they don't tattoo for ID.
Oh, yes, of course. You merely had to pick up a look-alike that was faster than the American horse, tattoo his lip with the identical number, and nobody would be any the wiser.
You catch on good.
Boy, he really got roughed up
Nobody
by
Yeah.
else?
Norman Fell. Wow.
Just you and Mr. Bowen?
And Carlos Gallego.
My goodness, that nice young man.
Nice, crooked. Except he had no choice. Jack brought him up from
So
Panama.
Carlos was in on it too. He knew
Tried to get shipped back home.
it was a
Which
switch.
Of course, but this
seems like
last
it might be a little
race,
suspicious for Vicky.
somebody made
A
sure
little bit.
he'd ride
There's
after
something
those
funny going on around here.
dead.
Not me, lady. Not me, I swear to God. I had no reason to kill Jack.
No, but you're prepared to commit murder, right? That is what is on your mind, isn't it, Mr. Gann?
If there were any other way, I'd take it. But I'm not going to jail. No way.
Not again.
The black handler here doesn't like people much. Especially strangers. If I'm lucky, the police will figure you're just starting.
I mean, if this works for him, it would be brilliant, right? It would work.
I'm not sure that the police are that gullible.
He's going to release this violent horse to trample this woman.
Yes, I'm betting that they are.
He is oh. Now again, one of the less convincing stunt doubles for
Sure.
Angela Lansbury.
That
But
stunt
this is
double is
legit
fully
terrifying.
black-haired. Yeah. And they
The idea of
linger
being
on it too,
trampled.
right?
Oh, oof. The idea
No,
of being trampled by a horse is just not pleasant.
there's no reasoning. You just have to hope for the best, right? But also like
Right.
that
Well,
that
animals are
horse is
terrifying.
like cowering over her for a long time.
Yeah.
Like the police bust in and they get Clue Gulager to drop his gun, but the horse is still I don't know. What is this gesture?
Clomp, I don't know.
Not gap. It's like, it's. Did you ever fly to Denver? Did you ever fly to the Denver airport? Have you ever seen Lucifer?
Yes,
There's a
yes.
giant sculpture of a blue uh, Bronco horse up on its hind legs, and it has these piercing red eyes that actually, when it was being installed, it fell on its maker and killed him.
Oh no.
But that's sort of the stance or the posture of that horse just now. Terrifying,
Just a
terrifying.
little bonus.
Yeah. They call him Lucifer.
They
Yeah.
call him Lucifer, faster than
If you ever traveled through
lightning.
Denver, take a peek as you're leaving the airport.
Take a look. Take
A
a look. That's
murderous
actually
horse.
one of my favorite airports. I think it's actually quite comfortable as
I like
compared
it too.
to many
Yeah.
of the other airports that I travel through.
Very orderly there.
Now, of course, we have this vet who is admitted to doing a lot of stuff, but not killing Bowen.
Correct.
So
But
who
we do know
did?
now that Carlos was in on the scheme, or at least he knew about it. So now the detective or lieutenant and Jessica are confronting Vicky and Carlos. See, look at his little body.
Tiny little guy,
Hmm.
hot little body.
So Carlos was brought illegally into the States by Jack Bowen, the murder victim, and forced to sort of ride these crooked horse races or threatened to be deported back to Panama.
Mm.
Ugh, puts a sick feeling in my stomach. It's too real.
Well, yeah, yeah. Now
Yeah,
we're
gross.
da, 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 da.
Oh, jeez.
Uh,
Murder She Wrote's Crystal Ball. Uh,
also in the list of Vicky's fashion wear, this is also very nice.
mhm.
I
I
enjoy
like
this.
it. Yeah, nice fuzzy, probably cashmere sweater. White.
Uh,
Good for
White,
her.
which is a hard color to do with
Not
the gold
everybody can do it.
elements. You
Yeah.
know,
Um, and Jessica wants to talk to Vicky about Frostboy.
Frostboy.
Uh,
How did she get that ticket for Frostboy if he was scratched? The idea could be that she got the ticket and then he was scratched, but no, not enough time. The lines
no.
were too long. So
And
she
there was a
must have
loud
gotten that ticket
announcement.
earlier.
Yeah, so she would have heard it. So she did buy the ticket earlier in the day.
And you evidently can do that because we learned that from our nurse, who, might I also
Hmm.
say, we sort of jumped past that scene, but that nurse
Yeah,
was Preston Giles's secretary, Jane. That's who
basically.
she was. No, but that's who she was. That's who she
Oh,
was in the first episode.
and she's like, right on it, sir. I'll get that plane at Teterboro. That's right. Oh my gosh. Jade.
That's her. Yeah. Um,
She gives
and
in
one of
that
the reasons
episode,
that
she gives in this one.
which one of the reasons that sticks out so strongly is because the first episodes of Murder She Wrote are very white, are very, very white. And
Crispy,
she's
crispy
in this
white. Yep.
episode, this nurse, very Diane Carroll and Julia, very,
She's great.
yeah.
I love the moment Jessica makes a suggestion that she was watching the horse race and not her patient. She's immediately in the room like,
It's like,
fuck you,
I beg your
bitch.
pardon.
Yeah.
I got my ticket at the advance window, which is important
Yeah.
again because
Uh-huh.
that's where Vicky got her
That's where
ticket.
Vicky got it. And now we learn
Hmm.
that in fact Vicky poisoned her husband so that he wouldn't be implicated in this crooked horse race and exported deported Jesus. And then she went when she said she was going to go buy that ticket for Frostboy, she went and took that tranquilizer dart and killed Jack Bowen.
Yeah, who we didn't really spend a lot of time with. He's killed
No,
really quick.
real quick. He's just kind of gruff and grumbly in the first scene and then he's dead, which is
Oh,
fine. It sounds like he was a pretty terrible person. So,
we get a
whoa,
little
look at that
return of the
shirt.
Carpenters. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that's a
Tracy's
ringmaster right
jockey.
there.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
I guess they're there so
Step
that they're
right
so
up.
distinctive, you know
Yeah.
which jockey you're looking at because the
Yeah.
horses sort of blend.
Totally.
But we get the Carpenters, the not suspicious, what do you call that? Superstitious.
Superstitious. Yes.
Uh, aficionados of horse racing.
Hmm.
and they're very
what is the
excited.
fish what is the course they
Fish
want
fry.
to fish
Fish
fry?
fry because
And because
Jessica
it's
is a Pisces.
and Tracy's name is McGill. So
McGill.
they have picked a winner. Meanwhile, Jessica and Tracy are just happy as can be, and how many lives were just destroyed
I
as a
mean,
result of this murderous plot. Do you?
kind of terrible people though.
Yeah, they
Most
are.
most of the people's lives that were I mean, I guess we can feel bad for Vicky and
Well,
Carlos. They're just
that's
trying to
who I
work.
want to talk about. They're in a really tough situation, right? Like
Mm,
they're a couple in love. In the current political climate, I found myself really feeling sorry for Vicky and Carlos and really feeling like, damn, they just happened to the chips just didn't fall their way in this situation. And then
mm,
as a way to try to save it for themselves, they became murderers, or at least Vicky
yeah.
did. Um, what a bummer. Jeez.
You know, it seems to be that I don't know what I don't again I know I lived it, but I was 2 years old. You'll have to forgive me. What the political climate was in 1985, but this is another example of Murder She Wrote really examining the socio-political situations that were going on
Yeah.
in uh in the world. Um, I would like to point out Carlos, why I know him, because I
Tell
couldn't
me.
place him for the longest of times.
Okay.
There is a scene in the film Who's That Girl, starring Madonna, where she is stealing cassette tapes. And there's this
Huh.
one guy who is sort of following her around, sort of auspiciously, they're sort of eye flirting. And she
Uh-huh.
says, "Meet me outside. I gotta lose this guy." And she slips a cassette tape into his pocket so that he gets caught instead of her at the alarm system. Now, in his auspicious career of almost 100 credits, that is
Right.
how he lives in my
Oh my
brain
God. He's
as
been on everything, but
yeah. But I will always remember him as, and he's credited, and this is not cool, but he's credited as Greasy Guy
oh
in Who's That
no.
Girl? But that is how I recognize him.
Justice for Carlos. Oh no, greasy guy.
Yeah, well, oh well.
What do you think of the
He's also
cast in general?
the I was
Oh,
just
go
say
ahead.
he's also the voice of Blade, one of the Puppet Master puppets. I don't know if you follow
Oh,
the Puppet Master
not really.
series.
No,
It's
the
a
franchise.
ridiculous franchise. Yes, it is. But he's the voice of one of the most oops, Siri's going off on me. He's one of the most recognizable, terrifying puppets, and he is the voice of him in the first episode, the first series.
That's too good.
Um, as you were saying, yes.
Oh, well, I was just sort of examining the cast as a whole, and I I don't know a lot of these people. We talked about Vicky, Priscilla Barnes, who plays Terry on Three's Company, and Norman Fell, obviously. But a lot of the other cast, they're more not a lot of big items on the resumes, but lots of work, right?
Character actors. I
Yeah,
mean, that's
yeah,
it, isn't it? Is
yeah.
you're gonna hire people who constantly are playing all different types of people, but that you can
Hmm.
easily throw in a familiar type role. Um, the Mr. P, our um gang boss, slightly higher than middle management,
Yeah,
has played anything from generals to toughs. Like
sure.
that's kind of his jam. Um, but also can play like a doctor or a general.
Yeah,
Um, you need some of these folks with longer resumes who have played it all.
yeah. Did anybody like stand out to you in this episode as like giving a really incredible performance or like I think for me probably Norman Fell,
Yeah,
surprisingly.
because most out of character for him,
Yeah,
especially here in
yeah.
85.
Hmm.
This would have been, I don't mean, when did the Ropers air? That must have been shortly after Three's
Hmm.
Company ended. Um,
On Three's Company wasn't, am I crazy? They went through a lot of cast changes. Oh, Mr. Furley was Don
That
Knotts,
was
and
Don Knotts,
Roper
yes.
was Norman
Furley
Fell.
replaced the Ropers, yes, because it was the two of them, Mrs. Roper
Was it that way
and
around? Boy,
I think it
Don
had to have
Knotts
been.
comes up a lot in our conversations.
Yeah. Just in
Jessica.
general. I think because the Ropers got their own spin-off, and then I don't think
Right.
that went very far.
No.
Um, but he had been in oh God, like he had been in like early TV, like
Yeah.
not early, but like substantially older television from like the 60s. Um, and he may have even been a theater actor, I'm not sure.
Hmm.
How I usually think of him is there's a Simpsons sort of throwaway joke where Homer is sick and Marge gets a dirty movie when he feels better. It's just the erotic adventures of Hercules with Norman Fell as Zeus. Like it's just, but that's how I always think of him now. Oh yeah, but
Now
he was
now I'm gonna
in the
picture him that way
original.
too.
He was in the original Ocean's 11. Uh, he was in 87th Precinct, which looks like a cop show of the early 1960s. Yeah, he had his, he had his, he
He
was
got
probably
around.
playing against type when he did Mr. Roper, and then that
Maybe that's
stuck
it.
him.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, we talk about this every once in a while. I don't know if we talked about it on this episode or in this podcast, but Betty White was never meant to be the dim bulb. She was always the
No.
slut. She was
She was
either
always
the
the
innocent or the
saucy,
slut.
yeah,
Yeah.
saucy, salacious Betty
Because even when
White.
she did like The Angels or Life with Elizabeth, she
Hmm.
was clever.
Yeah.
She was
She
sort
was
of like
subversive.
Lucy-esque
Yeah.
in that
Yeah.
regard. Yeah.
Hmm.
So, well,
A lot of character.
it's a fine episode. It's
It's
not
fine.
high on my list. It's perfectly palatable if it's on rotation, again, simply because it falls between two episodes that I watch a lot, which
Hmm.
are what Sing a Song of Murder, not Sing a Song of Murder, of Lady in the Lake, which was our last episode,
Yes.
and Jessica Behind Bars, which is our next
Right.
episode where Jessica visits the prison. Um, yeah, I won't turn
It's
it off.
not
I
a
won't necessarily skip ahead.
yeah, it's not like high on the IMDb rating list, that's for sure. It's one of the lower ratings of this season. And I think it's kind of what we talked about earlier because it is a little mundane.
Yeah,
The characters, nobody's a caricature here. I mean, barely, Vicky is barely, but I know that woman.
right. I think the
We know
highest they'd
her.
probably go is Carole Cook is maybe
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
But even then, she doesn't play it nearly as ridiculous as she could.
There's not a lot of eccentricity in this episode.
Yes, yes.
And so it's hard to remember it, even though, it's perfectly fine. I think the clues and the way the murder is constructed works really well. And I think the light bulb moment, or maybe not the inspiration for con for her coming up with
Hmm.
the conclusion, but what the clues lay out make perfect sense. Like, oh, why would she have a ticket for Frostboy when there was a
Right.
loud announcement? She would have known. How is she connected to Carla? How could Carlos be connected to this murder even though he didn't do it? You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
it's a pretty clean construction and I appreciate that. So I think that's where the episode sort of soars a little bit in comparison
Hmm.
to others that get a little convoluted.
Well, of
But
the three horse episodes, this is the second. The first
there's a
one
lot. Yeah.
was the Tally Ho episode with the
Tally
horse.
ho. Yes.
This one, and then there's one a while from now with our favorite Trisha O'Neill,
Hmm.
which has a little bit more of a um, eccentricity, as it
Yeah.
were.
Yeah.
There's more vava vavoom in that episode because it's also
Definitely.
A Harry McGraw episode. But this is just a little bit more middle of the road.
Sure. I mean, I'll watch it for Cookie.
That cookie.
Cookie is cute. Cutie Cookie. Um, I mean, this is sort of parallel to a lot of the sporting episodes, which again, maybe just because of what I love and what my interests are, I don't really seek it out. I don't love sporting events. This reminded me a little bit of Sudden Death, the football episode, a little bit. I like it better than that episode. I think it's more interesting, but mostly because of the presence of the female characters.
Oh yeah.
Carol
Oh
Cook
yeah.
as this sort of superstitious kook at the
Vivacious.
racetrack.
Yeah.
Yeah, Vicky. Um, Vicky brings a lot. I think when I first watched the episode, preparing for this, I actually watched it twice because I kept sort of
Mhm.
spacing out and I had to go back to it. But when I first watched with Priscilla Barnes as Vicky, I didn't really love her in it. And then I watched it a second time and I thought, oh no, she showed up to work. She knows what she's
Mhm.
doing. I don't think her killer confession scene is very good, unfortunately. I don't think she ends on the high note, but I think she's good in the episode otherwise.
Well, because it also, after the excitement of the
Yeah.
horse nearly trampling
Yeah.
Jessica, it's sort of
The
oh,
gas has sort of
also
been let out of the bag at that
we
point.
have to we have to solve this part too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So it's sort of a sympathetic killer reveal a little bit, but my favorite part is is watching Short Carlos just sort of bury himself in her bosom. And again, this episode is all about Vicky's breasts.
Yes.
When this race happens and they're all jumping up and down, I just can't help but think, why is she the closest one to camera? And why is her bouncing bosom in the middle of the frame? Are
Oh,
you
wait,
gonna
hang
are you
on.
gonna watch it now?
I'm
Yeah, we
just
gotta
skipping
see
ahead. I gotta
it.
go back here. As I mean, as racetrack episodes go, I it's exciting, sure. I don't know. The idea, yeah, she is jiggly.
Do you see what I'm talking about?
I do, I do.
Nobody
She
else
is
is bouncing up and down the way she
well,
is, and she's
I
the only
don't
one
know
with
if
her
she's
chest exposed.
I don't know if she's wearing a bra. I can't quite tell. I don't think she is. She might have like a camisole underneath or something
Yeah.
like that, but yeah,
It's wild that she's so like excited and like natural after she just committed murder,
that is the sign of a
right?
true killer.
Uh-huh. She's
Yeah,
got the
there are
instinct.
several episodes where people just continue about their lives, and
Uh-huh.
then we learn all of that happened after they killed someone, and we're like,
Yeah.
Jesus.
Well, and she discovers the body with Jessica, and again, I believe her.
Well, because you notice, well, I mean, we jumped back, folks. When she discovers the first thing she does is look at Jessica to see her response, and
Yeah.
that's such a quick moment, but it's so real. Because
It's
if you're
so
gonna find a
real.
body
Like,
with a witness that
yeah.
you know that body's gonna be like, you're gonna make sure you check on how everybody else responds.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
like that detail. I like that
So
detail.
again, first viewing did not really like her, and the second viewing, I was like, oh, she really got this. She got the assignment. She is so convincing.
Yeah.
So good for her. And I guess that's it for
Da-da-da-da.
me. Yeah, I don't know if I have anything else to say. I think I
Yeah,
guess I should have bet
fun
on
time.
Frost Boy.
Yeah. You would have gotten your money back at the very least.
Yeah, right. That's
Uh,
why. This is
yeah.
what do you indulge in gambling or betting, or do you ever go to the slot machines or crap stables or anything like that?
I have done slot machines, but I would rather have the cash. Yeah, no, I don't indulge. And I don't even know if I would if I had more money, frankly.
Hmm,
I don't know. There's something about the impermanence of cash in my mind that the second that
true.
it could go away, I don't enjoy that. I don't
Right.
even like spending money on myself, really.
Fair.
Um, yeah, like on purpose, like buying things. Like I like buying things, of course, but there's something, there's sort of a connection in my head. Like I would rather buy a lot of very inexpensive things than one expensive thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like take me to the department store and I will go nuts. I don't want to buy that one expensive thing.
Well, especially like clothing. I wear clothing so I wear it out so quickly that the idea of buying something expensive that gets like a few wears and then it's destroyed, I can't. I can't. I will spend money on good food,
Yeah.
particularly like good ingredients to cook good food. That's
Hmm.
that's where my budget goes. But I'll play like a lotto ticket once in a while for fun. But
I get the scratchers in my stocking every now
sometimes,
and then,
yeah, that's
but
kind of cute. Um,
I don't
but
think I've
as
ever
far as
bought
like
one.
a casino, I think I played maybe $40 in slot machines in my
Yeah,
entire
and I'm not
life, and
a
that's enough.
I don't know how to play the cards,
Yeah,
so
I don't
it's
have
not
I
my
don't have the
bag.
focus for that.
No, no,
No thanks.
it's just not my jam.
Maybe that's why there's a lot of gambling episodes on Murder, She Wrote, and they all kind
It
of
was
elude
a
me.
huge part of our culture
Yeah.
for a very long time, and
Hmm.
I think the whole gambling addict, um, what do you call it? Sort of outreach
Yeah.
of the 1-800 gambler sort of concept is a very
Mm.
new relationship that we have with gambling. Um, and I think that because of our generations or the proximity of our generations to that, we sort of view it in a very different way. But it was such a huge part of the 80s and 90s
Yeah.
and earlier. I mean, the whole Rat Pack era and everything. Vegas, the luxury and the
The opulence, the
yeah,
disposable income, and the way it could
yeah,
sort of destroy or lift your life up. I mean, look at Dorothy Spornak. She fell prey to it.
to the horses.
Sure
Yes.
did. Where the hell's the
Well,
racing form?
well, I guess that concludes this. That was
Yeah.
Dead Heat, everyone.
Dead
Uh,
heat.
which as titles go, not bad. Good
Not
job,
bad. Yeah,
writers.
they
That
did
was
it.
clever. It's clever.
Mhm.
As a dead heat is
Good
a
for
term
them.
for when the horses are just so close it could be either of them. It might
By a
even be a
hair.
tie.
Yeah.
Might even be a tie. Well, I'm Victor Devon,
I'm petrified.
and this
And
was
this was
tonight
Tonight on
on
Murder,
Murder
She
She Wrote.
Wrote.
I think our voices both got a little higher as the episode went.
Yeah, I think so. We've
Yeah,
warmed up.
we have
We've stretched those chords. Wee, wee, wee. Yep.
Ah,
I'm sick. Okay, goodbye.
bye.